Y'all, it's Risa for another speed renovation, we'll call it that. So yes, hello, we are renovating the base game house in Willow Creek, Rindle Rose, which I thought was Brindle Rose until literally yesterday when I was renovating it. I don't know why, but Rindle Rose. I actually kind of like that this is like a pink house. It's the pink house. I don't know how else to put it. I really like the color scheme they went with of pink and green. I think it's fun, so I actually kept it. I know normally when I'm redoing these base game houses and everything, I generally like redo the colors and everything. I completely redo inside, but it definitely is still, I keep that pink and green theme. I actually just really think it's cute, just to be honest. So the first thing I did was I took the medium wall heights and I made them short wall heights. Hooray! That's like the first thing to do to all of these Willow Creek houses because they look just really bad. They just, the main issue with the medium wall height is not just the medium wall height on its own. It's that EA builds with medium wall height, they don't even use the full walls. You know what I mean? They don't actually use everything. All of that space. So everything just looks really weird and short and empty. So, yeah. So the main thing I wanted to do was just change out all of the windows. That's like the most, and change the roof. Those are the two things that I was like, I need to do. I kept the green windows though, because I thought they were really cute. I don't understand what it is with EA builds and putting shutters all the way around the house, which, like, I would understand if they were real shutters kind of a thing, but these are obviously decorative shutters, so what's the point? Why have them all the way around? It doesn't make sense to me. They're just more expensive. A lot of the things in this house were weirdly just more expensive for no reason. Like, they had all this fancy furniture and like the more expensive cabinets and stuff like that, and I don't get it. Like, really, I just don't understand it because it did not look good. Like I would understand if it looked good. I think my biggest like issue in this build was trying to fix the roof in the front. And I end up just like doing it like I do most of these builds. But also, can you believe that they literally had expensive wood flooring up there? Like, this is not a starter home. Just starting out saying that. This house started out at, I think it was 35k simoleons, which is, it's not a starter home. So I just don't understand who this house is for, because it's like they bought a bunch of expensive things, like an expensive couch and like sideboard and stuff like that, and these nice columns and all these things, but then they give you the really bad TV and the really bad like actual appliances, and I was like, what is the point of all of this? I don't understand who this house is for. Like, it's not really one that feels like you're like moving up in the world. It feels like a starter home, but it's not. And that's like, what? I don't get it. I sincerely do not understand who this house is for. So I tried to make it less expensive and a little just better looking. Like, that's all I can say. I just tried to make it better looking. I cut out a bunch of me messing around with the roof because I spent like 20 minutes trying to do something interesting with that roof, and I ended up not being able to. So what you just saw happen is that's just it. I was like, this is the only thing I can think of to be good. So I made the like kitchen area just a little smaller technically, and I wanted to use nice looking cabinets still, but I figured I would do like the just slightly cheaper ones because I don't understand the point of having those more expensive ones because it's not like they really looked better. But I ended up making it a little smaller as well just because I didn't see a point of having that many island counters. It just felt weird. So I just kind of made the whole thing a little bit smaller. I just want to say that I hate everything about the interior of this house to begin with. it's just bad. I just don't like it. None of the woods matched, for one thing. Hated that. And it just, the theme of the inside was brown, as far as I can tell, because it's just not, it's not great. It's really just not good. Just everything was just brown, except for the, second bedroom. That was green. There was some clutter, though. I will say, I'll give it to EA, there was clutter. However, it wasn't good clutter, and it just doesn't make very much sense. Don't worry, I do end up changing out those bar stools later, so I didn't keep those. I replaced them with cheaper ones that were just as good. Because that's the thing, is that some of these, I just don't understand why they'd made the choices they made. I just don't, I'm just gonna keep saying, I don't know who this house is for. I don't understand who this house is for. Because it feels like it's a starter home, but then it's not. I wanted to keep the kind of, style they went for, in a way, by keeping, things neutral and earthy tones inside, because that's kind of what it is. I kept the pink bathroom. I just was like, you know what, I might as well. It's fine. I even gave them back the tub that they had before, even though it's more expensive. I should have just given them a shower, to be honest, but I was like, this is the one they already had. I kind of want to just keep going, you know? Oh, the first thing that I did, I know you guys might have seen that. I know I skipped over it, but the EA Willow Creek builds have this really bad habit of having, the roof in the back, intersecting, but only intersecting, halfway. So you, see it in the back, and you see it from map mode on this lot, and it drives me crazy, so that's why I ended up moving the second bedroom, towards the front a little bit, because that way, if it's like that, you don't get that issue. If it's all the way up against the back wall, that's when you get that weird issue with the roof sticking out. So what I do for situations like that is I make sure it's not all the way up against the back wall. I just kind of move it one tile away from the back wall, and that way you don't have that issue at all. So there's my tip. If you're having issues with that kind of thing, just maybe change the shape of the house a tiny bit. So I had trouble with the master bedroom and trying to decide what colors to use. I cut out, there we go. I spent about 10 minutes just trying to figure out what color to make the walls. So I ended up going with this one. It's green because all of their stuff was kind of green and brown, and I like green better than brown. So I went green with it because sometimes you just gotta. But it's pretty plain, and I'm okay with that. I'm not a huge fan of just making it brown. Yeah, I'll just put it like that. I could not stand just making it brown like it was to begin with. I hated it. Yeah. I didn't understand this second bedroom. I don't know who this bedroom is for. I don't get it. I don't understand. It was it has a single bed. So I was like, it's supposed to be a teen's room, but then it had grandma furniture in it, and none of it made sense. So instead I tried to make it Sorry, I had a coughing fit. Again, I promise I don't have COVID. It's rainy here and it's making my entire body hate life. But again, I don't know who this bedroom was for. There was a single bed and everything, but it was obviously not with a teen in mind. So I went in and I tried to make it a little more like a young adult or a teen lived there. So I gave them a computer, the cheapest one, because I still don't want to make this a really expensive house. But I did give them that double bed because I just hated all of the single beds from base game. Oh yeah, by the way, I tried to make this base game only, and I think I succeeded. I'm pretty sure. I mean, if you check the gallery, you'll see if I accidentally used something that wasn't base game. But I'm pretty sure I kept it base game only, because that's what I try to do with Willow Creek and Oasis Springs homes. because they come with base game. So I'm like, if people are wanting a renovation of this, they might only have these packs, just the base game. So I want to make sure that they can, download it. Sorry. Again, I'm just like getting phlegm in my throat. It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant for you guys. It's not pleasant for me. So I'll stop talking about it. I like the kind of green I went for that bedroom though. So I like it. That's really all that matters. Again, they had an expensive trash can too. I was like, what? Why? Why did you spend money on that and not on like upper cabinets? Which I decided to not get upper cabinets, even though I wanted to, because I was like, I don't need to make it more expensive. I'm going to try to make things not more expensive. I wanted to try and make this less expensive as possible, and I did. It's now only 29K simoleons, I think. So I did actually do it. I made it cheaper. And I think just better in general. I think it's cuter, at least. I still kept it had a decent amount of, landscaping. It really did have a decent amount of landscaping. So I liked that, but I wanted it to be like slightly, cheaper and more, I wanted it to look like it was on purpose, because that's like an issue, is that it looked just kind of like it was just there. Also, there was no tree, and I like having trees in every lot because I think it's important. It's important to have trees, just in general, in my opinion. I also wanted to go with like cheaper landscaping, so I mostly used the daisies, those, what are they called? Dull daisies, and then the whoopsie-daisies, those, and the wildflowers, because those are all the cheapest flowers that we have. Okay, police siren, I apologize if you guys could hear that. I can't do anything about it. But yes, that's pretty much how this goes. I didn't understand why it wasn't really there was no dining area, even though there's definitely enough room for a dining area, so I added one in, because that seemed kind of ridiculous that there was no dining area in a house that was, like, are they eating all of their meals at the island? Like, I don't understand that. So instead, I gave them a little table. Oh, I should have put a little light over the table. But I didn't. That's okay. I did spend forever trying to find a rug, though. So, I upgraded their appliances, and I upgraded their, TV. So I did something for them. And then I spent way too long trying to find a nice rug. But that's okay. So, this video is coming to a close. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a big ol' thumbs up and leave a comment telling me what you like, or whatever. I don't know. You do you. Leave comments. That's pretty much the gist of this part of my sign-off. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell button so that you get a notification every time I post a new video. If you would like to see me watch... That wasn't what I was trying to say. If you would like to watch me do this kind of stuff live, you can find me on my Twitch channel, Crawlmeister Sisters. I stream in The Sims on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I stream at night pretty much every day except for Sunday. And I do things that aren't The Sims. I also play point-and-click adventures, and I do a podcast with my sister every other Saturday night. And then the other Saturday nights are my Newcrest Family Tree Let's Play, if you would like to also watch that and maybe do it. The rules to that are in the link below, because why not? You should do it because it's fun and it makes me happy. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. So, peace out, y'all.